outstanding. I am well known through the state for my my support of privatization. However, if you're looking at the cost-benefit analysis of the Jacksonville Human Rights Commission, I think the staff model works very well. That's my opinion. Yes, sir.
Yes, I see the exemptions exist, and could you go ahead and just go ahead and speak to that? Exemptions exist for owner-occupied buildings with no more than 4 units, single-family housing sold or rented without the use of a broker, and housing operated by organizations and private clubs that live in occupancy to its members. Additional exemptions exist for residential housing and communities for older persons. So could you go ahead and just explain that a little bit, as far as, because I know reading a number of different rules of their, or we'll call it the ordinances, it didn't have that exemption. Now you're going to have that as an exemption.
Well, in Jacksonville there is, and we wrote it that way. When we started to rewrite the rules, we found that and again, this is my opinion, that the rules were onerous to business owners and people who were renting or selling apartments or houses. And I felt that it was too difficult to defend the case. The way that the rules had originally been set up, I thought, and the rest of the committee agreed, it took too much time, and the respondent really, before the change, was guilty until proven innocent. But in rewriting this, we feel that the rules are more fair. We felt that we maintain certain exemptions for individuals that had just a small number of units, specifically owner-occupied units, that might want to have, for example, a quieter set of neighbors around them. Also, we worry about places like Fleet Landing, which, according to current Atlantic Beach ordinance, is in violation of Atlantic Beach ordinance, because there's nothing that allows Fleet Landing to restrict its membership or its occupants to age 62 or greater. So it's easy to modify these types of things, because I don't know how long ago the Atlantic Beach ordinance was written, but these things are modified, as needed, and can be done on an appropriate basis.
Okay, but you found this to be appropriate for the last, until 2007 is what you were talking about for the stats. So.
For statistical standpoint, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I just wanted a point of clarification, and this may be to our city attorney. You say here it has our authority, and you list Chapter 60 of the Jacksonville Municipal Code, Title 11, Chapter 408, Jacksonville Municipal Code, and Title 8 of the Civil Rights Act of 1968. Which of those is Atlantic Beach also under?
Atlantic Beach is under the federal code.
Only the federal code. So these are city laws and not county laws that also would apply to us as Duval County citizens.
I'm under the impression that the laws do apply to all of Duval County, but I would defer to.
So if a citizen of Atlantic Beach had a question under any of these, we would also go to the Jacksonville HR.
I'd have to look at their ordinance.
It's just, a question that we're going to need to know. People, I've heard that there are already rules and laws out there governing this for Atlantic Beach, and we just need to clarify them.
Let me ask that question in a different way. Of the protected classes, why does the Human Rights Commission not let federal law take place? Was there a gap? Was there a void that was there? Why was there a Human Relations Commission formed? Everything I see here is covered in some way by federal law specifically. So what was the reasoning?
Correct. There were 2 reasons for the Human Rights Commission to be formed. One was in 1967 when